Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcast to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Israel continues to prepare, in concert with regional and global powers under U.S. Central Command's leadership, for a significant multi-sector conflagration versus Iran and its proxies. The Israeli Air Force allegedly strikes at an Iranian target in Syria. The leader of the Iranian proxy Ansar Allah, which is dominated by the Houthi tribe in Yemen, asserts that the attack against Israel will be realized. Israel continues to prepare in concert with regional and global powers under U.S. Central Command's leadership for a significant multi-sector conflagration versus Iran and its proxies. The United States Central Command announced that it had dispatched F-22 fighter jets to the region as part of a shift in the positioning of American forces in the region in order to reduce the possibility of regional escalation from Iran and its proxies. Pentagon Deputy Press Secretary Sabrina Singh stressed that the chief focus of the additional deployments throughout the Middle East aim to bolster defenses for U.S. service members and Israel.
As you are aware, last week, Secretary Austin bolstered our force posture in the region to improve U.S. force protection, increase support for the defense of Israel, and to ensure the United States is prepared to respond to a various number of contingencies. The Secretary and the Department remain intently focused on de-escalating tensions in the region and pushing for a ceasefire as part of the hostage deal to end the war in Gaza. So in terms of the imminence of any attack, look, I can't really speak to that. I certainly wouldn't speak to any intelligence. We've, of course, seen the public messaging that has come out, whether it be from Hezbollah or from Iran. And that's why the Secretary made the decision that he did to bolster our force posture in the region. And, of course, our commitment to the defense of Israel remains ironclad.
It is important to know that U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin held yet another phone call with his Israeli counterpart Yoav Gallant overnight, during the course of which Jerusalem's top defense official briefed his American counterpart on the IDF's operational readiness to defend Israel against Iran and its proxies in the region. In this regard, per an Israeli Defense Ministry statement, Minister Gallant and Secretary Austin discussed the interoperability of U.S. and Israeli defense capabilities following the posture change and deployment of U.S. forces and assets to the region. Moreover, Minister Gallant also discussed force buildup efforts and expressed his appreciation to the Secretary for U.S. security assistance and the provision of critical munition to Israel. Prior to Secretary Austin's call with Defense Minister Gallant, Jerusalem's top defense official held separate situation assessments, including at the command center of the IDF's Operations Directorate, together with IDF Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Herzia Levy, among other senior security officials. Subsequently, during a situation assessment at the IDF Homefront Command, Gallant highlighted that the long fortitude of the Israeli public is granting Jerusalem the capacity to take tough decisions moving forward.
אנחנו עושים מערכות מצב שוטפות על הדברים. אנחנו במוכנות גבוהה בהגנה. בכל הפרמטרים שיש לנו. חלק מהם הם סמויים וחלק מהם הם גלויים לציבור. החוסן והעמידה של הציבור הישראלי זה דבר מרכזי. מכל בחינה שאני יכול להסתכל עליו בכל סוג של מערכה, וזה למעשה מה שמאפשר לנו לקבל החלטות מבצעיות נכונות. יש פה ניסיון פסיכולוגי של האויב, לזרוע פחד, לספר סיפורים, להטיל אימה. אל מול זה צריך לעסוק בדברים הנכונים, העיקריים, לתת מענה לציבור, ובעיקר לגרום לציבור להקשיב להוראות פיקוד העורף. אנחנו פועלים על מנת להגיע למצב שאנחנו נהיה מסוגלים לתת לציבור התראה מספקת כאשר יידרש, ועד אז להיות באורח חיים שהוא אורח חיים שגרתי ככל הניתן.
It is important to highlight that while the IDF, in close cooperation with the United States, Britain, France, and additional regional partners, excelled during the last Iranian attack against Israeli territory on the night between April 13 and 14. Hezbollah and Iran have launched a campaign of psychological warfare on the Israeli public, hoping it would further weaken Israel before an anticipated attack. Nevertheless, these efforts have seemingly failed. Separately, it is worth noting that in the event of an all-out war breaking out, Cyprus is preparing the ground to absorb foreign nationals from inflicted Mid-Eastern countries as a location of transit into other EU member states.
Εμείς είμαστε έτοιμοι, έχουμε ενεργοποιήσει ένα συγκεκριμένο σχέδιο, το εστία, έχει δοκιμαστεί και σε άλλες περιπτώσεις. Σε περίπτωση που μας ζητηθεί να βοηθήσουμε χώρες να μεταφέρουν υπηκόους τους από την περιοχή της κρίσης στις χώρες τους, εμείς μπορούμε να τους φιλοξενήσουμε για μερικές μέρες μέχρι να επαναπατριστούν. Όσον κόσμο μπορούμε να μεταφέρουμε, εμείς έχουμε την επάρκεια, τις υποδομές, να ανταποκριθούμε στα αιτήματα που θα υποβληθούν από ξένες χώρες. Υπάρχει ενδιαφέρον από αρκετές χώρες μέχρι τη στιγμή. Δεν έχουμε συγκεκριμένο αίτημα επί του παρόντος όμως. Επειδή είμαστε η πιο κοντινή χώρα μέλος της Ευρωπαϊκής Ένωσης, αυτόν εκ των πραγμάτων δημιουργεί ένα αίσθημα ασφάλειας. Η Κύπρος θεωρείται ένας έντιμος μεσολαβητής, έναν ουδέτερο τρίτο μέρος. Δεν είμαστε μέρος του προβλήματος. Θέλουμε να λειτουργούμε ως μέρος της λύσης. Έχουμε εξαιρετικά καλές σχέσεις με όλες τις χώρες της περιοχής.
Meanwhile, throughout the region, ahead of the anticipated Iranian attack, Israel is evidently frustrating extensive efforts by Tehran to transfer major weapons shipments to its proxies in the region. Among other operational activities, unidentified aircraft launched a salvo of missiles at an Iranian munitions warehouse roughly 5 kilometers from Syria's Al-Shayrat airbase. The strike took place a couple of hours after Iranian cargo aircraft reportedly landed at the Syrian airbase and unloaded. Nevertheless, the IDF spokesperson's unit did not confirm or deny Israel's alleged responsibility. Turning to Yemen, where the leader of the Iranian proxy Ansar Allah and the Houthi tribe, Abdelmalik al-Houthi, asserted that the Iran-led Axis has not abandoned its intention of mounting a full-scale attack against Israel.
عملياتنا صوب فلسطين المحتلة لاستهداف العدو الإسرائيلي، عملياتنا في البحار، عملية الرد الحتمي القادم، وكذلك التنسيق مع المحور في أي عمليات مشتركة. وقرار الرد هو قرار من الجميع على مستوى المحور بكله وعلى مستوى كل جبهة بحد ذاتها، وليس هناك أي تراجع على الإطلاق. إنما المسألة مرتبطة بتطوير وتكتيك، والعمليات مستمرة في الأساس، العمليات مستمرة.
It is important to know that the Houthis mounted an attack against a British commercial vessel off the coast of Yemen yesterday, drawing a retaliatory response by American and British aircraft under Central Command, during the course of which multiple Houthi targets were successfully destroyed. Nevertheless, while the United States continues to operate against the Houthis in Yemen, it also continues to limit its operations to force protection and defensive maneuvering throughout the region, which continues to draw additional attacks by Iran's axis of evil throughout the Middle East.
Our forced posture within the Middle East, especially when it comes to, protecting our forces, coming to the defense of Israel, is defensive in nature. And you saw from the very beginning, on October 8th, when the Secretary directed the USS Ford Carrier Strike Group to move to the region, and then a few days later also directed the Ike to move to the region, what you're seeing now is bolstered force posture that has evolved over time as, engagements in the region have gone on. But everything that we're doing is defensive in nature, including Operation Prosperity Guardian, that is continuing to engage very dangerous threats and missile projections from the Houthis on an almost daily basis. That is a defensive coalition in nature. It is there to protect commercial shipping through the Red Sea, through the BAM. That's exactly what our forces are doing there.
Thank you for watching TV7 Israel News. It is important for us to highlight that TV7 Israel is a donation-based non-profit ministry with all of our productions available free of charge. Therefore, we would deeply appreciate it if you'd consider making a donation. You can do so by visiting our website at www.tv7israelnews.com. Separately, I'd like to encourage you, pray for the peace of Jerusalem and salvation of Israel. I'm Jonathan Hessen wishing you a Shabbat Shalom u'Mevorach. God willing, we will see you during our upcoming TV7 Israel updates. Until then, Shalom from Jerusalem.